Hello, people. This is Hamlin. Or I should say, hello, guys. This is Daniel here. And, I'm at Billy's house now. On my way home, where we're going to actually read more of the book. Sorry that it was boring at Billy's house. He was kind of napping the whole freaking day there. Typical. But I can't imagine why, since all the energy's taken out of it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter, because we're going to have a great time. You and I, we're going to read more of the book soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye, everyone. Hey guys, it's Daniel here.
The future of American justice.
I'm not sure where I left off, actually. I think it's opening the gates. Got myself more to drink here. Opening the gates.
Hey, I will see the job through.
Not quite the one I want. Opening the gates. We'll begin at the northern corner of the eastern wall of the city with the constellation that marks the winter solstice, that will explore each important... Did I do opening gates already? I don't remember. But we'll read it anyway. The marks of the winter solstice, and we'll explore each important theme of the book in turn. The four keys of the east open upon the great alien races, the individual personalities, the gods, the demons, the mishappen monstrosities. The four keys of the south led us inward upon the human landscapes, the alien realms, the dreamlands, and the worlds beyond the earth. The four keys of the western gates open the ways to occult books, magic objects, curiosities, and the abominations of the city. Entry through the lonely and dark northern gate allows us to reach the hidden garden of the center of the city that experienced the magical methods of the Necronomicon. I have designed each key in a unique way, utilizing my power. Goliath system of the occult symbols. See the book Familiar Spirits and the fuller explanation of the Goliaths. To create a create a potent seal of entry for each of the 13 gates, it is not necessary to understand the construction of the keys in order to use them effectively, but anyone familiar with my power, Goliath system, will have little difficulty in stretching the manner of which the seals of the keys were composed. For the sake of those unfamiliar with the way in which the seals are made, who may have difficulty tracing their shape on the images of the keys, I have given the basic pattern for each seal and its ritual in the form of graphic and shows individual power. Lies is provided with the reference at the end of each of this introduction. It is useful to open the gates at the time and a place of transition. For example, on the shore of an ocean or mooring, a lake where water meets land, at a crossroads where one road meets another, and a doorway between rooms, upon a threshold, be between inside and outside, in a hallway or an entrance chamber that leads from one place to another. Times of translation include such times as a twilight, when night gives way to day, the day gives way to night, at midnight where one day becomes another, on the solstice or equinox of the year, on the last or first day or of the month. It is not an unseen and central that the ritual will be done at a time or in a place of translation, but is conducive to its success. When no natural threshold exists, an artificial threshold can be created by the symbolic erection of the gateway pillars. To gain access through the gate, following the ritual of its opening, the image of the gate should be visualized and then built up in the imagination until it has until it is tangible presence. Bear in mind that the images of the gates that appear in this book are merely representations of the true gates of this astral city of the book. Your conception of the gates must be more detailed and more tangible. As you meditate upon the gates, you will begin to see them with increased clarity. The seal upon each key is to be traced upon the surface of its gate in a line of flickering white fire. Using the key in imagination as an astral wand, the gate should be visualized in imagination to open inward, allowing the astral traveler to pass through. For ritual, every into the city of the book of the form of the astral projection. A gate allows passage both in and out. The seals of the gates may be used as locks upon their portals to prevent the escape of the city's inhabitants. Even those gates that dwelling within who may seek to explore our world. Just as we where was I? City related to places, things, and a mass beings dwelling within seeking our world. Just as we seek to explore the world at the mythos, it is better to seal the gates after leaving the city of the book. This may easily be done by looking at the image of the gate, imagining it too close, and then tracing in the mind of the seal the key on the surface of its gates. A key, by its nature, both unlocks and locks to the same seal, serves as both functions. Such precautions are not necessary when merely reading this text with this conscious awareness, since at such times the passage through the gates is purely intellectual, consisting of ideas without tangible astral substance. Should the reader find that his or her mind drifts, and then the obstruct daydreaming condition occults repeatedly while reading the book, it will be useful precaution to barely seal the gate. After exiting the city, be deliberately closing the gate in imagination and tracing the seal of its key as an outer surface. A word to the wise. It is significant to these matters. The Necronomicon and the mythos represent are not without their potency and their repetitive mind. Any traveler passing through a strange city in a foreign land must remain watchful of its byways and turnings. Those impatient to open a gate and unwilling to wait for the sun to enter it may use the entry of the moon for the same purpose. The moon makes one complete circuit of the heavens against the backdrop of the stars, and approximately 27 days, crossing all 13 astral gates. The ritual of opening a gate may be worked while the moon accompanies the gate, and less effective when the moon occupies the constellation of the gate. But bear in mind that the moon and the sun are quite different in their natures. The moon rules dreams, visions, the illusions, workings, and ritual of opening while the moon passes within a gate is especially effective when seeking a prophetic dream or a dream vision associated with the nature of the key used to open the gate. The phase the moon while passing through the gate, whether it is waxing, waning, or full, has a bearing on the general quality of the results that are likely to be obtained. The best result is obtained when the gate is occupied by the full moon or the waxing moon. The waning moon is less trustworthy. When the moon is new, it is conjunction with the sun. At these times, the sun should be used to open the gate, not the moon. The conclusion for the location of the moon and the actual zodiacal constellations, as opposed to the astrological signs of the zodiac at the given hour, is obscure to most of us. Fortunately, the internet has sites to show the location of the moon and the constellations in real time. For example, the website http://heavensabove.com gives the sky map of constellation that contains the moon for the given moment. By constantly refreshing this map, the motion of the moon may be tracked across the constellation. The stars that from the gate of the constellation are labeled with their Greek letters, making it relatively simple matter of determine. What the fuck? How does it say determine? Determine? No, fucking no. Determine. Whoops. I'm fucking stupid, okay? I'm trying to be Daniel, remember? Fucking Daniel's retarded. When the moon enters the gate properly, the easiest way to learn these crossing days and hours for the moon is to be by astronomy programs such as Stellarium, which can be easily installed on any computer. Knowledgeable practitioners will divine another function of the gates and their keys, and the manipulation of the matter of the Necronomicon mythos for the purposes of the active practical magic, such as use of this book. It is possible for a skilled occultist. Indeed, the system of 13 star gates of the actual zodiacal constellations need not be limited to Lovecraft's work, but is versatile enough to be used for general meditations, scurrying, divination, invocations, the making and empowering of the charms and amulets, and even for the evocation of gods and spirits. For actually, those who make their bodies beyond the planetary spheres, amid the stars, simply by using the power glyphs to creating different keys of specific ritual purposes. The gates may be employed in any form of magic, such as the magics of witchcraft, the Golden Dawn, the Lamia, and even Endo-chain magic. I know what that fucking shit is. the Necronomicon miss is predicted. Oh. Well, we're done here. The next one is called The First Gate. And we're done with introduction. We're going to start learning how to open a fucking gate. So, without further ado, I'm gonna drink this, and we're gonna and then I'm gonna drink this, and then we're gonna fucking open a gate later on. Fuck. And then it's time to wake up Daniel when it's too late. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed this. I sure as hell did. Cause I got things to do, places to be, books to read. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Goodbye, everyone.